Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we are going to be taking a look at episode 1 and 2 of Skeleton Crew. So after The Acolyte, there's obviously a little decision and franchise fatigue with whether or not to watch this show. And I myself was even feeling a little of the decision fatigue on whether or not I really wanted to dive into this or not. But, after the trailers and seeing, John Watts is involved and everything like that, and how well the new Tom Holland Spider-Man franchise was, obviously I was going to give this a shot. And then when I heard it was essentially Goonies meets Star Wars, there's even more of a reason to be in. And it seems that most people are in agreement. So far, Rotten Tomatoes has given it a 94% critic score, and the audience score of it is also very strong as well, sitting at an 86%. So it seems that the reception of this show is far, 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 far better. A galaxy far, far away apart from The Acolyte in terms of how well it was perceived. So this was a good first 2 episodes. This could have been one really long episode, so I see why they did split it into a 49-minute and then a 29-minute episode. The pilot of it was awesome. The visuals of this show are absolutely stunning. Getting to see what a neighborhood looks like in Star Wars, getting to see what a school looks like in Star Wars, and still having that futuristic yet original trilogy aesthetic was just a perfectly walked line. So that was super cool to see. I now want my entire house to look like the inside of the houses we saw in Star Wars Skeleton Crew. So, this show, opening scene was right out of the gate amazing. So we see the villains, raiding the ship all for a single credit, and we see Brutus end up killing the captain, and of course I was happy to see that he actually ended up just getting beat up and all of that because another guy in a helmet. I like the fact that Brutus is not just some guy in a mask. That makes the whole villain portion of this a lot cooler. Jaleel White's character is obviously in it, and he didn't really say much or do a whole lot in these first 2 episodes, but I'm sure he's going to have a bigger role as the future episodes come out. This takes place in the same time as The Mandalorian and Ahsoka and the Book of Boba Fett and all of that. It's definitely a totally different vibe and a departure from what you've gotten with The Acolyte with the very stringent thing. This is a very campy, bright, cheerful kind of show in terms of how it makes you feel versus what you got when you watch The Acolyte. So this show is very off to a strong start. I very much enjoyed it. I thought that the characters were good. The kids, after seeing the little girl in The Acolyte in those flashback episodes, I was like, a whole series of kids. Oh, but these kids knocked it out of the park. Their acting was phenomenal. It was very, very good. I've already seen these first couple of episodes several times, and I intend to watch them again. I really enjoyed this show, and I think that you guys will too. My favorite scene and favorite moment of it was obviously that intro from that first episode. That was awesome. And then, of course, meeting Jude Law's character at the very end of the second episode was also very good. But the way that they did the ship taking off at Atten and leaving all of that, and the way they did the hyperspace shots, everything visually stunning. Very cool to see what it looks like after they've already taken off like that, when you see the dust specks fly in there, then you see the hyperspace, and then walking around in hyperspace, coming out of hyperspace, all the lights on the ship coming on. Visually, this was just stunning. The story is off to a great start. It's a rave review, really. Very good. I don't really have anything negative at all to say about this, other than I'm a big Jaleel White fan, so I would have liked to see more in Jaleel White in it. But that's my only complaint. And if that's my only complaint, and it's not even about the show, it's just about an actor I want to see more of, we are off to a great start. So I highly recommend seeing Skeleton Crew. First 2 episodes are already out. They are not coming out at 3 a.m. They're coming out at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So that is another good thing to see. You don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to see it first. You can stay up just a little later, or for most people, a normal time. But that does it for me here in this video. Just wanted to share my quick thoughts on Skeleton Crew episodes 1 and 2. Definitely go check it out. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you, and may the Force be with you always.